Salutationa too. Where my youth at? I don't see a lot of y'all these days. But I got something for you if you're here, if you're youth or middle age. I ain't got too much for the old folks, so just hang around to the end. Um, Up to age 35, I say. Got something for y'all. But I want to talk briefly before that about how every nation has their own culture. You know, a people who do not have their own culture or do not practice their own culture are called culture vultures, meaning they spend their time trying to fit into other people's cultures. That's what you have when you have people trying to follow the styles of other people. Um, I remember when European or American used to, let's say white Americans, I remember they used to be clean cut, short hair. Yeah, they used to wear their hair short, shaved, you know, and the women was dressed decently, dresses, long dresses. I remember that. But when they changed their styles, some of us followed and started following them. Now, this beard is religious purposes because it's a culture of my ancestors. In case you wanted to know, I follow my ancestors. Okay, for the young folks out there, the jewel I have for you, not just for young people, I say if you're marriageable age. Let me ask you a question. If you got a wife at home who's, well, let's say a woman who's a potential wife, but you don't like her, you don't like her ways, you're attracted to someone of another culture, okay? Because she sounds nicer, she don't scream and yell, or she talks quietly to you. That's not your wife. God made a woman for every people. You need to find your own wife. Your own wife is look like you. Yes, let me say that again. Your own wife or husband looks like you. Same skin tone, maybe a little lighter or darker. Now, you spend your life banging another man's wife, and maybe one day you wake up and go to your own wife. She's with another person. She's outside of her culture because you neglected her. You neglected to refine her into being the woman you want. Yes, yes, you got to refine your wife, brothers. Don't take them like you find them, but you got to want to make them better than what they are. All this junk about don't change people. If you not want to change each other, you should never get married. Everybody should want to change to be better. What's wrong with y'all? Accept them at where they are. Hell no. If you're not trying to grow and be wiser, why are you here if you don't want to be better? So don't follow all this foolishness they talk about. Well, you got to accept me the way I am. Hell no. Because what you are is nothing compared to what you will be. Because intelligent people, intelligent life forms want to improve themselves. So stop screwing these other people's wives. She's not yours. Stop screwing your other people's husband. He's not yours. And go back home and nurture your own man and woman. If we do that, when we do that as a people, we're going to see our life improve drastically. But right now, you're out of order. You are out of order. So what do you do with the people who for decades want to stay out of order? God's got a plan for you, and it's not pleasant. God's got a plan for you because you are out of order, people. That's it. Well, it won't close, so maybe something else I got to tell you. Let me see. uh, all I say is read. I say always read because you can read a good book and get ideas and change your life. Don't put too much stock and listen to people only if they sound intelligent and can prove what they're saying. You can't go by what people say because people lie. But if they can show you something that works and can prove it to you, in other words, the idea is this: you got to prove things to yourself. You can't live a life following other people. That's ignorant. You got to learn for yourself, no matter how long it takes. I started studying law in the 80s, went to school and everything. But then nothing sink in because it didn't, the brain is very, very disciplined. And if you nurture your brain for any amount of time, it does not accept nonsense. It just won't compute. So that's what law school was for me. It didn't compute. But then once I got out of school and started studying on my own with some good mentors and then by myself, I said, oh, now it makes sense. The big part of law, what they left out in law school, was law. All they teach is legalism. What's legal, not what's lawful. Because the law dwells within you. The Lord dwells within you. Now, how do you spell Lord? Some people say L-A-R-D. Some people say L-A-U-D. And some people say Lord is abbreviated L-A-W. Now, when you read the Bible, read it. And wherever you see Lord, L-O-R-D, replace it with law, L-A-W, and see how much sense the Bible makes when you replace Lord with law. All right? So maybe that's what the Spirit has me to tell you, why it wouldn't let me sign off.